All right, folks, today what we're looking at is how to do your research. Okay, so hopefully by now you've got some kind of a picture, something that's there in your head that you want to actually research. Well, before we get into the hows and whys, I want to look at what not to do. All right, so having run this assignment before, I've seen how some people get themselves into a spotted bother because they're picking things that make it difficult for them. Okay, so here's what I strongly suggest you avoid. First of all, I strongly suggest you avoid hand tool sets, like spanners, socket sets, and even chef knives. I know you can spend an awful lot of money on those things, but when you look at the specification tables, there's just not a lot there that can be graphed. Okay, it's not that they're a cheap thing, it's just that it's going to make it difficult to produce your graphs for the assignment. So please avoid that. Secondly, if you're looking at power tools, especially cordless tools, don't pick the voltages of the batteries as one of your data sets, okay, because pretty much everything is 18 volt. Yeah, I know there are some exceptions to that, but it makes for very bland data, and it's basically becomes a straight line when you, just a horizontal line when you graph it. So don't do that, please. So what can you do? Well, if you don't have an idea in your head yet, here is a suggested list. So you can have a bit of a read through those. Things like air compressors, professional quality hair dryers, anything 18 volts. The list is quite extensive, and this is not a be-all and end-all. You can pick stuff that's outside this list if you want to. Okay, we've even got stuff in there for the health sector, blood pressure monitors, heart rate monitors, which could even go into the vet nursing side of things. Okay, so plenty is out there. But the good question is, how do you start? Okay, like if you have an idea for a certain thing, but you don't even know what brands are out there, well, how do you go about collecting the information? Well, this is what you do. You start off somewhere like this. And quite frankly, this might be the only place you need to go. There's a way to do this. So you could pick a particular type of thing and just see what somewhere like Total Tools has to offer. But then once you've figured out what brands are actually out there, you might go, well, now I'm going to go to the particular websites of those brands. So that's the ways to go. But as you go along, you need to be doing screenshots. You need to be perhaps even saving the whole websites in your favorites as you go along, so you don't lose what you've got. Let's say, just for argument's sake, we're going to talk about nail guns. Now, I've already done a little bit of stuff here looking at things. You got framing guns, you've got braiding guns, you've got Paslode is one particular brand. Let's say I'm going to go 18 volt nail guns. All right. So I've got a whole bunch here. Now, I just need to pick 5 things. Now, they've got to be comparable. So see here, this Hikoki, it's a whole combo. I've got batteries, I've got the charger, blah, blah, blah. This one here is just the skin. Okay? Don't compare those two because they're completely different beasts. This is a whole set. This is just the skin without the battery. So if you're going to go skins, go the skins. If you're going to go whole combo sets, go combo sets. Okay? But don't try and compare those two because they're completely different. But let's say we want to go with brad nailers. Okay, a whole bunch of things here. We've got finishing nailers. Well, actually, we could just go finishing nailers. Look at that. There's 4 there. We've got the Bosch. There's Hikoki. What's down there? That's a concrete one. Okay, so we've got already... oh, that's a combo. Okay, so we've got a bunch of... There's a Makita. Okay. We could just go those 2. Sorry, not those 2. These whole 4 here. Plus that Hikoki. Okay, and that could do the job. If you've got 5 things that you're trying to compare across, Okay. But then make sure that they're reasonably different. Okay, so let's have a look at the Bosch one. And you go View Details. All right, what do we got? Okay, so it comes up like this. So you've got, it's 18 volt, 32 to 64 mil finishing. So that's how the size of the nail that it'll have. Got a groovy picture. You need the picture. Okay, so get a picture of this thing, whack it in your assignment if you're going to use it. Okay, so, oh, okay, look at this. We've got already a table here. Don't worry about the fact it's 18 volt, you know that. But warranty is good. Warranty could be an important thing. The net weight, okay, 2.9 kilos, that's good. Okay. If we come down here, you've got specification table here. All right, so this gives out how loud it is. That could be good. The magazine capacity, 105 nails. Okay, that's all important stuff. So if you're going to go magazine capacity, then you need to make sure all the other stuff that you get also has magazine capacity. If you're going to go the sound output, well, you need to actually make sure you've got them all for the others as well. There's no point just having it for one. But you've got weights. There you go. That's enough that you can produce some graphs with that. Okay, so righto. Then you would go save. Save this website. Let's look at what else I got. So that was the Bosch one. Let's go with the Milwaukee. So you've got plenty there. You've got price, you've got magazine capacity, you've got the weight. Here we go. So we got warranty. What else do they have there? Now, looks like the decibels is not really a thing. Okay, it looks like only Bosch give that, so I'm not going to wouldn't be using decibels, but definitely warranty, weight, magazine capacity. You could do nail diameter, which is 16 gauge. Yep, that would work. Okay, and so basically you just keep on doing that, and then once you've got 5 different items, all with the same kind of stuff, then you need to start putting it into tables. Okay, so that is how you start to do your research. Off you go, have fun.